Hey everybody, welcome back to the Iron Oak Sawmill. Yesterday's storm left quite a bit of damage in the area. We had good sized branches down all around the mill, but you see over here in the neighbor's yard, we've got quite a sized tree. You see this cut off stump here on the left? That's from an oak tree we just got finished cleaning up. It blew over last year. Unfortunately, lots of metal in it, so that ended up going into the firewood pile. But this tree, this root ball is probably about 15 feet tall, and it is a very large beech tree. We're going to get a look at that in just a second.
All right, so here's some of that beech tree we talked about. This is, flip this around. Oh, whoa, that's where I'm walking back here. Yeah, that's a lot of mess there to clean up. A lot of mess. More than likely this top, down this way. Nothing big enough for logs that I can see on the top anyway. So it's probably gonna be firewood. Not sure how good beech is for firewood. I'll have to do some investigation. Never used it for that. Unfortunately, it looks like it took out an elm tree, smaller elm tree with it. The black birch that got stripped, but it's still standing. This one here. Oh yeah, yeah. That one there, black birch. Nice firewood. Looks good too when you mill it. Turn around. There you go. We're talking big beech tree here. One more time. Look at this thing. I'm 20 feet from the root, and a 24-inch tree here. A little bit of crotch wood going on here. I don't know what beech crotch it looks like. We'll find out. Flip you back around here. Coming back down. Wow. This one's going to be fun to try to get out of here. Not much for low branches. I'm sorry, I was probably 30 feet from the root ball. Let me sneak around to the root ball here. All right, so here's the root ball. Wow, look at look at the root system on this thing. That would make a cool table base. But this thing is 15 feet in the air. I'm gonna get a couple of really nice logs out of here. Some crotch logs up in here. Once we get some of these branches trimmed out, we'll be able to get a better look at it. But oh yeah, look at this. This is, you can see that triple crotch, and right above that it splits off again. Hopefully that one's not too damaged. It did break there. But even that section, a short crotch section, and that looks like it's got a lot of nice figure in it. But hey everybody, welcome back to the Iron Oak Sawmill. Last night or yesterday got interesting. Give you a little hint what happened. Lost power. Had to pull the rigid generator out, get it fired up, and get power back in the house. As you saw in some of the footage, in the drone footage, a very large beech tree went down on the neighboring property. She needs it moved. We're going to be taking care of that at a later date. But getting a lot of calls for 1x12 material. So, and poplar is what they're looking for. That's 27-inch on the big end here, 24-inch on the small end. Not a whole lot of taper. It's a pretty good taper mount. Yellow poplar, tulip poplar. This is one we harvested off of a property not far from here. Picked it up last summer and turned it into lumber. That's about it. The LT35 is all ready to go. We just did an oil change on that, fuel filter change, and oil filter change on it. Got a fresh blade on there, a 7-degree turbo. Water tank's full, gas tank's full. We are ready to go. Alright, let's go ahead and cut some poplar.
Okay, what you're seeing here is what's called rainbow poplar. It's a mineral staining in the yellow poplar tree that causes the blue, purple, yellow streaking in it. There's just not enough in this particular log to make it worth salvaging out as separate boards, so we're going to go ahead and cut this into our 4/4 boards that we need.
Yeah, bugs would be barking. Okay.
Yep.
Now the reason Deb doesn't dive in there while I'm rolling it is because if you've seen some past videos, logs can get away from you, and I don't want her getting stuck in between there, so she just hangs out and waits. And the reason we're doing this is to get this cant square.
Okay. Bottom towards me.
That's only one end. Again, we have to take it into consideration. If I had machinery handling this stuff, it wouldn't be a big deal.
been anything.
Down an inch, get a 1 4. I like to hear. Very little noise from the sawmill. The grain is going to be centered in the core. Cut off this side, 12 inches wide, run it up 1 inch, forward. Man, what how wide is this thing? 18 and a half, it's got a tiny bit of weight right here, so 18-inch wide. Quit popping. Not gonna work? It's already set, go for it. They fall off, I don't care. There you go. Go. Get my glove. Now one thing we may have to do is as you cut down through this, the center of the can is going to bow upward. Okay? When it bows upward, that's when we flip over. That's when we open the clamp, close the clamp, take a skim cut, flip it over, take another skim cut, and go ahead and finish cutting the rest of the boards out of it. Camera. I took out 50%. Okay. I'll have to cut all that out anyway. Clamp is all the way down. So there's no worries with the clamp, no worries with the stop. going? Got a visitor, honey.
After talking a while with Alan, Deb and I finished up the edging and wrapped this one up.
Milling up some poplar today, yellow poplar. Found just a touch of rainbow poplar. Not enough to slab them out, so these are just boards, but this is some cool looking stuff. Got a lot of trees off of this site. We're hoping to find a tree with a considerable amount in it. We could do some slab work, but you can see the blues, purples, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green. That's your rainbow poplar. Well, guys, there you have it. Nice poplar lumber. 23 1x12s,
Yep.
12 foot long. A little bit of rainbow in a couple of them. Not enough to slab this out. I would love to find one of those rainbow poplars where it is rainbow all the way through. That's a mineral thing or an iron thing. I'm not sure what causes that exactly. I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more, but if that one had it in it, there's a good chance that a lot of the other logs that came from that same site will have that in it, hopefully one with a lot more. But we got a few miscellaneous boards with not 8x10s, 1x10s, a couple of 1x8s, some 1x4s, but I think best yield out of that log we could get, and very little headed out to the curb here for firewood. Oh, what do we got going on? We got the fill project going on. We're going to wait till we're done with that. We'll show you that. But we're going to open up a whole lot more property here. As you saw in the beginning of the video, we had a heck of a storm yesterday afternoon. Power was out for quite a few hours.
At least 4.
About 4 hours, yeah. The neighbor lost a huge beech tree. You saw that with that root ball. That thing's sticking up 15 feet or more in the air. That's a big root ball. And I'm looking at it right here. It's 10 foot off the edge of the property. It's a beautiful beech tree. Unfortunately, that in that area, for some reason, it's just a lot of trees are blowing over in there, and came from right next to that red oak that we just cleaned up down here. So
Another cleanup job.
another cleanup job. It's going to be a bear to get that one out of there. That's 24-inch plus, from what I can tell. We'll have to go over and get a better look at it. Maybe start doing some trimming up. But I know you got to watch it. You start cutting branches off, the thing will stand right back up. So we will be careful. Definitely familiar with that. What else we got going on? I think we're going to keep going with some more poplar here.
Yep.
But in the meantime, just like to give a shout out to a few of the channels that Deb and I watch. Who's your one? Red Poppy Ranch?
Yeah.
She watches Red Poppy Ranch. So I'll try to tag them or put everybody we mentioned. We'll put a link down in the description to their channels. Oh, but first of all, let's get this out of the way. Iron and Oak Sawmill t-shirts. Deb has hers on today. If you're interested, I'll have a link for those down in the description. Linda over at 76B T-shirts, be glad to help you out with that. And we're looking at a new design or another design. I don't want to cancel this one out.
No.
Maybe keep this one on along with the older with the newer one. So we'll see how that goes. But yours was Red Poppy Ranch, right?
Yes.
This one you watch a lot. I just started watching a smaller channel, but some pretty good content over there. Frick and Jeep. Okay, Frick because he has a Frick sawmill, and Jeep because apparently he has a Jeep too. I haven't watched it a long time, but it's some pretty good stuff. If you like the old Frick mills, check that out. I'm sorry. Another one, Mark Galici. Yes, I learned the pronunciation of your name before I've decided to say it. But Mark Galici and the Eddie Horvath out in Western PA. They've got a nice circle sawmill at Edmondson, a hydraulic mill that turns out some good product over that. They put some work into that, got that mill running really nice. Got a nice building built over it, and they're turning out some good lumber and some good content out there if you want to check out their channel. Who else? Joe's Premium Firewood.
Yes.
Joe is Joe. Let's just say that. But he puts in a lot of effort to keep his firewood business going. He's having some issues with a truck out there, but he does what he has to do, does what he can to keep things rolling out there. So who else? Back 40 Firewood. Dan over Back 40 Firewood, or Shifty as he was used to be called. That's the channel you'll like to check out. He does a live feed every Friday night. It's pretty fun. We tune in for that. Who else? GP Outdoors, another one of our another one of our neighbors to the north up there in Canada. Check out GP Outdoors. I better remember all these people I mentioned because I got to find their links down there. So quite a few channels. Oh, Nathan at Out of the Wood Sawmill or Out of the Wood Forestry, Sawmill and Forestry. Either way, I'll have a link for his channel down in the description. Who else we watch? Joe, Nathan, Dan, Back 40, Red Poppy, Marco Lici. There's some other ones that don't need our help, with their channels. Matt Cremona is one of them. I enjoy watching his channel. He's got a lot going on over there. Buck and Billy Ray, check out his channel. He's a lot of fun over there. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones I watch. I mean, I watch them, it's hard to remember them all, but those are some of the channels that we like to watch. Like I said, I'll put a link down in the description. Andrew Camerata.
Yes,
Nothing to do with sawmills, nothing to do with firewood. Occasionally, he'll do a little firewood video, but just a real go-getter. I want to say kid because I think he's probably in his 30s, but he's built himself a heck of a business there in upstate New York, and just Andrew Camerata. Again, we'll have a link then for the description for him. His channel doesn't need any help. He's doing real well, but he's a modest kid. Like I said, I call him kid. He's a modest guy who put himself together a nice little business with Camerata. Was it Camerata Property Maintenance? I think he calls it. But the channel's just under his name, Andrew Camerata. I think that's it. We are still on the hunt for rainbow poplar. We want to find one of them bigger ones. We're still on the hunt for another machine to help move things around here, and we're going to be on the hunt for lunch soon, right? You getting hungry? Or is it dinner? I'm sorry, dinner time. We're going to be on the hunt for dinner time soon. We're going to get a couple more logs in here on the sawmill. But if you have any questions about what we're doing here at the Iron Oak Sawmill, anything we're doing with the mill, the blades we're using, any of the tools we're using, be sure to put it down in the description. Be glad to help you out. And as always, thanks everybody for stopping out. We'll see you at our next time.
Take care.